Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 530 News on KAJ, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Don Fisher. The Flathead Valley Community College will expand the Kalispell campus over the next 2 years as part of a new campaign to support students and better serve the community. The development is part of the One campaign, a privately funded effort in support of the construction of a new library and learning center along with the new college center. The 12,000 square foot building will feature top-of-the-line technology, space for group projects, a student lounge, and a virtual reality lab. The college center will be a 50,000 square foot space with a performance and lecture hall, multi-purpose activity center, and outdoor amphitheater. The entire project is set at $18 million and $5.6 million has already been raised. The latest donation is worth $2.5 million, which is from the Broussard family. FVCC President Jane Karras says she hopes the newly planned growth at the college will help them fulfill their goals.
We expect these buildings will set us up for much success in the next 50 years to continue to do what we do best, which is be a community college and meet the needs of our community as it grows.
And we expect that these buildings will be finished and the groundbreaking to be done by the fall of 2020. And Glacier Park International Airport set a new passenger record in 2017, processing almost 540,000 passengers. Based on a recent annual passenger percentage growth report, Glacier Park International Airport has been named the Montana's fastest growing airport, seeing a nearly 9.5% increase in traveler counts in 2017. And while many people were making the Flathead a destination, the airport also saw a record number of departing passengers in every month of 2017 except for March. And with United Airlines recently added, airport officials are confident that these numbers will just continue to grow. And switching over to weather, a little break from the moisture today in northwest Montana, a trend that won't likely stick around into tomorrow. For more, let's toss it over to Chief Meteorologist Aaron Yost, who has a look at our first forecast. Aaron.
Thanks, Don. Yeah, we've got some developing showers, snow showers that is, headed our way as we move into the late evening and overnight hours across our part of western Montana specifically. You can see things now starting to move into the panhandle of Idaho. It is just a matter of time before it makes it into northwest Montana. We'll start off as snow first with some light accumulation possible. We do have winter weather advisories in place through 5 p.m. on Wednesday. The Flathead and Mission Valleys, those begin at 11 o'clock tonight and will stay with us through 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, where we could see a trace up to 2 inches. Throughout Wednesday, though, snow levels will start to rise as warmer air moves in. I've got the full forecast on the way.
All right, thanks, Aaron. An assessment conducted in November by the National Institute of Corrections found crime rates and arrests climbing in Lake County should prompt development for a new jail. Sheriff Don Bell is now urging citizens to support the idea of the new facility and adds that it could boost the county's economy. MTN's Nicole Miller takes a more in-depth look at the jail's report.
Lake County Sheriff Don Bell believes the key to fixing the county's inefficient criminal justice system is by building a new jail and justice system.
I believe that if we had a new justice center where we could incarcerate the people that need to be incarcerated, our crime rate would drop, our property values would climb, people would come here, more businesses would come here.
The facility saw its last update back in 1995. Since then, the county has seen a dramatic rise in violent crimes driven by drug abuse.
Most of our drugs are coming from Mexico and then coming up the West Coast and then brought over here. The drug trade is really it drives the burglaries, it drives the thefts.
A recent assessment of the jail found more than half of the inmates were in custody because of alcohol and drugs.
Makes them a lot more unpredictable. I've seen that they're a lot more violent, a lot more paranoid.
Bell says the next step in moving forward is having a needs assessment done. He says they've already visited other similar-sized jails to see what's possible.
We looked at 3 reasonably close, and Lewiston, Idaho is the furthest, and then Missoula, and then Bozeman's. And we're kind of mirrored Bozeman's jail, how we would like to build ours, because their recidivism rate is under 30%. Which means people that go to their jail, less than 30% of them come back. We're at 70%. So somebody we have in our jail, there's a 70% chance they'll come back to our jail.
Bell says the overall goal is to get offenders back to being productive citizens. Nicole Miller, MTN News, Lake County.
And the future of Lake County's justice system is expected to eventually be decided by the voters in a bond, and the full 60-page report that you saw there is available on our website. Montana's unemployment rate moved to 4.1% for the month of December. That's according to Governor Steve Bullock, and that's ticking up slightly to end 2017 despite strong payroll employment gains. The U.S. unemployment rate remains unchanged at 4.1%. Payroll employment increased by almost 4,000 over the month, the strongest payroll job gain since January of 2015. But despite the strong payroll employment growth, the unemployment rate rose slightly in Montana. The lowest jobless rate stood at 2.4% in Macomb County, while Bighorn County saw the highest unemployment rate with 10.8%. And here are the jobless rates of some of our western Montana counties. Flathead County at 5.6%, the Flathead Reservation at 5%, Lake County at 4.6%, Sanders County at 7.8%, and Mineral County at 9.7%. The Ravalli County Sheriff continues to investigate an attempted murder that happened in Victor last week. At this time, the sheriff has not released the suspect's name. Ravalli County Dispatch received a call at 12:30 on January 19th of a male having a medical issue and assaulting family members. The investigation that followed stated that after becoming erratic and threatening, the assailant was escorted from the home. He then returned and gained entry by breaking a window with a snow shovel. The man then attacked the two victims using sheep shears and broken glass. The two victims were treated for non-life-threatening injuries at Marcus Daly Memorial Hospital, and the assailant was also treated for wounds from the broken glass. And we will continue to follow up on this story when the Sheriff Department releases more information. Libby lifts a long-time ban on pit bulls, with the City Council voting down a breed-specific law. Libby Police Chief Scott Kessel says the Libby pit bull ban was put in place in the mid-90s when this breed was believed to be aggressive.
Originally, as we know, it was bred for dog fighting, which is an illegal act in and of itself, as were other animals. Now, we're not living in that time. You know, the pit bull has entered the mainstream pet world.
And now that the ban has been lifted, Kessel says Libby's vicious animal ordinance is a blanket law when it comes to any type of dangerous pet in city limits. And he's also hoping that the lift will encourage Libby pit bull owners to get their pets licensed.
What I'm hoping to see out of this is those people who may have had pit bulls unlawfully within the city limits will now step forward and get them licensed, that sort of thing, because the purpose of the licensing program is rabies control.
And the spark for this vote to lift the ban came from Libby residents who spoke out against breed-specific legislation. The Libby City Council approved proposed revisions to the city's vicious dog ordinance, and will have the second reading in February. New details are released from a Yellowstone County officer involved shooting from the weekend. They reveal that a man shot by two Yellowstone County Sheriff's deputies early Sunday did not fire his weapon. It all started just before 6:30 a.m. at a home on the 1900 block of Canary Avenue in Lockwood. Deputies were dispatched to a welfare check on a man who was reported suicidal. Sheriff Mike Linder says dashcam video shows the two deputies walking up to the door, and the door opens just a little before closing and then opens again. The man inside then comes to the door with a handgun, and within seconds, shots ring out. Linder says in all, 4 shots were fired, with the man hit once in the torso. He was transported to a local hospital and is expected to survive, but his identity has not yet been released. 2 teenagers were killed and a dozen others wounded in a rural Kentucky school shooting. The shooting happened this morning at Marshall County High School in Benton, which is in western Kentucky. 14 students were wounded, 2 of them fatally. 1 girl was pronounced dead at the scene, and a boy died after being rushed to the hospital. Both were just 15 years old. The still unidentified suspect was a 15-year-old male student at the school and is now in police custody. Investigators believe that he acted alone, and there is no word yet on his possible motive. The alleged gunman is expected to be charged with murder and attempted murder, and doctors say the shooting survivors are all expected to recover from their wounds. Up next in Montana Made, we meet a Montana woman whose handcrafted jewelry is getting attention from the stars. Stay with us.